All right, let's dive into a really powerful and honestly, a very different way of thinking about our data. It's a concept called event sourcing, and you'll see it really challenges some of the basic ideas we have about how our applications should work. So let me just start with a question. What if your database never forgot anything? I mean, think about that. It's a simple question, right? But it has these huge implications. What if every single change, every update, even a deletion, wasn't something that just overwrites the past, but was a memory, perfectly saved forever? Well, that's the core idea that's going to lead us right to event sourcing. You know, the way most of us learn to think about data is through the good old CRUD model: create, read, update, and delete. And in that world, all we really care about storing is the current state of our data, the now. So if a value changes, we just overwrite the old one. The past, it's basically erased to make room for the present. I mean, this table looks completely normal, doesn't it? It's the world we all know. We've got a customer, Jane Doe, living at 123 Main Street. Now, when Jane moves to 456 Oak Avenue, what do? We run an update query. And just like that, the old address is gone, replaced by the new one. The fact that she ever lived on Main Street, well, that's just lost to time. Okay, so here's the fundamental shift in thinking. Instead of only saving the final destination, Jane's current address, what if we recorded the entire journey? What if our database became more like a logbook of every single thing that has ever happened? And that brings us right here to the formal definition. So let's break this down a bit. Sequence means the order is super important. It matters a lot. And immutable events, well, that just means once an event is recorded, it can't be changed. It can't be deleted. It's a fact, set in stone. We can always add new facts to correct or change things, but we can never, ever alter the past. This quote just nails it. The facts, those events, they are the real source of truth. The state, which is the current situation, isn't something we store directly anymore. It's actually something we calculate by looking at all the facts that have happened up to this point. So the state is just a temporary result, a view we can create whenever we need it, not the raw material itself. This comparison really gets to the heart of it. On the left, a traditional database just gives us one single snapshot of Jane's record. But look over on the right. With events, we see the whole story. She was created, her address was updated, maybe her name was even corrected at some point. We see the complete narrative of our data, not just the final frame of the movie. Now, if this still feels a bit abstract, don't worry, there's a perfect analogy for this. We've actually been using event sourcing for centuries without even calling it that. It's the exact same principle behind a simple bank ledger. Your bank doesn't just store a single number for your balance, right? I mean, that would be crazy. That balance, that's the state. What they actually store is the complete list of all your transactions. Those are the events. Your final balance is just a calculation, a projection that's derived from that unchangeable log of deposits and withdrawals. The transactions are the truth. The balance is just the result. Okay, so it's a different way to model data. I get it, but why go through all the trouble? What makes this more than just some clever academic exercise? Well, it turns out the benefits are actually pretty significant. This whole approach unlocks three massive advantages. First, you get a perfect, unchangeable audit trail. Second, you get the incredible ability to pretty much travel back in time. And third, you can get a much, much deeper level of business insight from your data. So that audit trail, it's 100% complete. Because you're storing every single change as an unchangeable fact, you can answer questions like, who changed this? When did they change it? And why, with absolute certainty. Nothing is ever truly lost, which, as you can imagine, is a total game changer for things like debugging, compliance, and security. And this is the time travel part. This is where it gets really cool. Since the current state is just a projection of all the events up to right now, you can just as easily calculate the state at any other point in time. You just stop replaying the events when you get to the date you're interested in. You want to know what your system looked like last Tuesday at 3 p.m.? No problem. So how does this actually work in practice? Let's say we want to know where a package was last Tuesday at 3 p.m. We just start with an empty record. And then we simply replay its story from the log. First, package accepted, then arrived at warehouse, departed warehouse, and so on. We just stop the replay at our target time. The state of the package at that exact moment, that's our answer. It's a simple idea with some really powerful results. So if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. State tells you where you are, but events tell you the full story of how you got there. This means you're not just capturing data, you're capturing the business process and all the vital context behind it. And that's really the question I want to leave you with. If your data tells a story, then by only storing the present, by constantly overwriting the past, what crucial context, what valuable insights, what important stories is your application forgetting? Hey, if you found this explainer useful, do me a favor and share it with your colleagues. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into complex topics just like this one. Thanks for watching.